Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and as of recording this is the last day of the Creator Early Access, but by the time this video actually goes live, it will be the first day of the map being available for everybody, so I figured it would be kind of cool to kind of give you guys a brief guide for the Gators. This isn't going to be a super in-depth guide. It's not going to show every location because I haven't necessarily found all of them. However, this is going to show you some of the best spots to hunt them, and it's also going to show you kind of how I hunt them, and I've really been enjoying the gator hunting. We've had some really cool trophies over the early access, and as far as I understand, I will get to keep the trophies this time around. They found a way to make it so the saves transfer over, but let's just hope nothing weird happens with that, and if nothing does happen, then we should be able to keep all of the rares and diamonds that we have acquired throughout the early access, which is pretty sweet because we actually got a really awesome one a couple days ago during one of the live streams, and we will take a look at that a little bit later in the video, but first we will focus on the actual gator guide. So the first area that we're actually going to focus on is this coastline. It is such a good spot for the gators. Even like clear all the way down here, pretty much anywhere you see a rest zone along the edge of the shore, this is alligator resting zones, and most of these are like 12 to 16 or 12:30 to 16:30. They are just incredibly efficient to hunt and very close together, so that's where we're going to start today, is running along this coastline, and oh my gosh, it is such a blast. Oh my gosh, we got a gator right here. I just fast traveled to this tent because this is typically where I like to start, and there's a gator right on top of us. Let's play this a little bit safe. I am also going to show off a few different weapons that you can get pretty easily, because I figured we might as well show off a couple of the good DLC weapons and a couple of the base weapons so that you guys have options to choose from. We've already used the 7mm quite a bit in our gator hunting, so we're not going to use that today. We've used it plenty of times before and know that it's pretty good. But what we are going to try out today is the 270, because this is a gun that you get pretty much from the start. And it would be nice to see how it does on the gators, and I think right here... Unfortunately, that did not hit brain like I was aiming for, so that guy is going to get away. However, we will continue on. That's the one thing about the gators, you have to hit the neck or the brain, or else they're pretty much just gone forever. There's really no saving them at that point, unless you get lucky and hit vertebrae and double lung in the same shot. That's about the only other way that you can drop them quickly. Obviously, there is heart shots if you really want to go for those, but they're a bit harder to hit, and if you miss, then you're going to hit them in the lung, and they're not going to die very fast, and there's a chance they'll get to the water and sink to the bottom, because if they do reach the deep water, they are gone forever. So you want to make sure that doesn't happen. Lung shots are really a no-go when it comes to the gators, and they are the first species where that's really been the thing. You don't want to go for the lungs. Ooh, there we go. There is a gator right there. This one is alerted, so we do want to be kind of careful not to spook it off. We're going to want to get close and use the 270 on it. I'm going to try and get to about 75 so we can be dead on with the zeroing distance. And we'll try to get a nice neck shot in there with the 270 and see how it does. Ooh, there we go. There is the gator at around 45 meters away. Let's back up a little bit and get our dog to sit down. This is not going to be an easy shot because it is kind of facing us, and it doesn't seem to want to stop. It is just continuing to walk towards us. You know, maybe we can actually get this thing to go aggressive. That would be kind of cool if we could. There it is right there. That thing is getting so close. If it gives us a neck shot, we will take it. And it's giving us a decent shot here. A little bit more quartered than I would like it to be. Oh my gosh. There we go. We managed to get that neck shot. That wasn't quite as clean as I would have liked it to be, but it worked. The 270 honestly didn't do too bad, but it didn't kill it nearly as quickly as some of the larger calibers, which is kind of to be expected, but I don't know. It might be usable. The biggest thing is just killing them before they actually get into the deep water, and I think it did well enough to where they wouldn't have been able to. So I think it should be alright. I think the 270 will be good enough for the gators, which is kinda nice to know. So the next good location that we're going to real quickly take a look at is right here. It's kind of like in the middle of the map around Bald Tree Break. You could spawn at this outpost right here and then run up to this area, but I have opted to put a tent here because you can actually see all of the good spots right from this tent. And one of my favorite things about this spot right here is that in order for the gators to actually get to the deep water to get away from you, they have to cross everything that you guys see in front of us in order to get to this water behind us. So it makes for some pretty easy gator hunting, provided they're not already out in the water like this guy is. But if we can find some on the bank, and there's one right there, a nice level 7, we will see if we can force him to try and to start running towards us, and then we will take shots at him as he's running. Well, there he is right there. Let's see if we can get a shot into him with a 30-06. This angle's not great, so I don't have much faith, but we will see what we can do there. Yeah, that did not get into anything vital. However, this is the reason this location's so good. As you can see, it just runs straight in front of us and gives us more opportunities to put some shots into it. We finally managed to hit a neck shot right there, but this is why I absolutely love this spot. They really can't get away from you if you're hunting them in this area with this kind of setup. It works super well. Now let's see if we can actually hit one of the ones across. There's typically a few bedded on the bank over here. If we can find one, then we'll try to do a long range shot. But of course, on the one day where I'm actually trying to make a guide, I can't really see as many gators as I'd like. Actually, right as I say that, there's 2 of them. Alright, well, I guess it's time to try some long-range shots. That's about 330. We are going to use the Hyperion scope. I did decent with this yesterday. We'll see how it is today. And we did not get the neck bone. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get this guy, though. Yep, we did. Alright, so we got a perfect neck shot on the second one. The first one we didn't quite get, and that is the risk that you run with long-range neck shots on the gators. Gators really are not something you want to take from long range, but it can be done, as you guys just saw. And in fact, let's go ahead and just show some of the clips from the live stream that I did the other day, because I was having a lot of fun blasting these gators with the 30-06, and it was working out pretty well. So since we're not able to find a lot of gators like I wanted to right now, let's just kind of show some of the 30-06 gator hunting that I was doing during the live stream. There we go. I'm starting to get pretty confident with the neck shots from like 150 to 200. Once you kind of get down the angles and where you need to aim, the gators aren't too hard to drop, provided they're broadside. You cannot take other shots though, really. You gotta make sure they're broadside. That's one thing that I've learned. It's gotta be broadside shots, or else it's really difficult to be able to reliably take them out. I hear one. Oh, it's right there. I didn't know it could cross that. Well, that'll be the end of him. Nice, Zachary. That's super lucky, man. That's really lucky. That's a good 6. Lots of these 6s are making gold. Where are you? I hear it. Ah. Holy. There we go. Got it on the second shot. Man, we're starting to get it down with the quick scoping on these gators. Oh, another one. Oh my gosh, we got it. Wow. Let's see if we can get this. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough shot. Can we hit this, guys? We did! What's going on with our aim? We are just hitting shots right now. I can't believe we hit that. Or the 6.5. Although the 6.5 was kind of fun for them, it didn't kill them as quick as I would like with a neck shot. So that's kind of why I haven't used the 6.5 much. I tried it briefly, but after I saw a point-blank neck shot take like a full 2 seconds to kill it, I was like, yeah, I don't want to lose a gator to this if I have to take a longer shot. I didn't even think I could shoot him in that part of the water. I thought it was too deep. We got that too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try something that Jaxie Beard was talking about on the EW stream. Let's see if we can get a heart shot. I don't expect this to work, but... Oh yeah, it did not. Yeah, that one's the first to get away. Feels bad. Feels bad. Alright, so the next location that we are checking out is actually going to be right here. What I tend to do is spawn at this tent and then run down the river a little bit. They don't always do what I want them to do, and what we're going to try and get them to do is run from over here to these areas right here. And it actually looks like they are here this time. It seems hit or miss whether or not the Gators will be positioned where I want them, but whenever they are over in these trees, kind of just resting next to the water over there, they always have to run back this way in order to get to the deep water, which gives you the perfect opportunity to just shoot them as they run in front of you. And that's what we are about to try. And unfortunately, we're not getting the neck shots we need. We finally managed to get a neck shot. Thankfully, it usually takes them quite a long time to get across, so you're able to get a few opportunities to make the shot you need. Unfortunately, we whiffed a few of them there. 385 on this little guy. But yeah, right there we finally got into the neck. The first one was really close, just a little bit far back. So close to making that shot. Now, next I typically just look down here. There's sometimes Gators laying on this bank, sometimes they'll be on this one, and then other times they'll be like across in here and have to run to the water in order to get away from you. So you do want to keep your eyes peeled for that. I don't remember if I've already talked about this in the video, but there was one thing that a lot of people seem to be confused about, and that is the Gators sinking to the bottom, never to be seen again. A lot of people seem to be under the impression this is a bug, but it is not a bug. I can confirm that 100% because the developers have actually said that it is intended for the Gators to sink to the bottom if you kill them in the deep water. It's supposed to happen because in real life, Gators aren't going to float if they're out in deep water. They're going to sink to the bottom, so it's a bit of realism to add to it, and also to give us a little bit more of a challenge to the gator hunting, because it's not supposed to be easy. The gators are supposed to be one of the more difficult things to hunt in the game, and if you're not careful with them, then there's a good chance you'll lose them forever. So you really have to pay attention to where you're shooting them, make sure you get a good shot, and never shoot them when they're out in the deep water. Personally, I don't even shoot them when they're in the shallow water if it's a good, like, rare or a diamond. I don't take any risks like that, so I would not recommend that any of you take those risks either, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose the gator, and you're gonna be very sad afterwards. Unfortunately, the rest of the gators that I typically see along here are not here at the moment. It's probably because I hunted them pretty heavily during my last live stream. However, we will go to the next location now, which is right down here. Just gonna fast travel to this tent, and there's a bunch of rest zones for gators around there. I think at some point they're going to change the gators to where they don't do that thing where they're not spooked when you fast travel. Currently, if you fast travel, nothing around you despawns or spooks when it comes to the gators. So you can kind of just place the tents wherever. I don't think that's intended as far as I know, so that will get changed eventually. But as of now, you can put your tents right on top of them. And we typically have gators all around this area. We're going to start running around and see if we can get any of them to move. But I have the best luck running up through here. It seems to really produce some awesome gators. Yep, here we go. I hear a gator. I don't know where it is. There it is. How are none of these hitting neck? Oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm actually kind of blown away that none of those hit neck. Well, that's going great. A lot of your gator encounters will go like this, unfortunately, but there's not really too much you can do about it. It's not easy to hit those shots 100% of the time. Can we get this one too? There we go. Managed to get it on the third shot. See, like, even those, they looked good, but they ended up hitting vertebrae instead. We did finally connect to the neck, though, after a third shot, so at least we managed to get it down. And most of the time with the Gators, if they're running, it will take more than 2 shots, so I don't recommend taking running shots on level 9s or rares. It typically doesn't end well. Alright, so we got another one in front of us right here. Let's see if we can get a shot with the 6.5 right into the neck. Yes, that actually did hit the neck, and my gosh, 6.5 kills them so slow. That's almost as bad as the 270. I don't know if I'd recommend using the 6.5 either. I was seeing a few comments saying that the 6.5's accuracy over long range might make it a good weapon of choice for the Gators. However, I don't know with that kill time. If you're taking a long shot on them, they just might get into the water before you actually are able to get them down. So that's probably not the way to go. So far, 30-06, 303, and 7 mil seem to be the best options from my experience. Alright, so we got ourselves another Gator up in front of us somewhere. I just got a warning call from it. So with this area, there's nowhere it can actually go. It literally has no deep water to go to unless it runs all the way back down here. So we will use that to our advantage and kind of just push it out. Not going to worry about spooking it. We want it to spook and try to get away. So we'll see if we can spot which direction it's going to come from. I believe that's it right. No, that's not it. Where is this Gator? Oh, there it is. There's the Gator. It's a level 3. Of course it would be. A very small male. There we go. We got a good neck shot into that one, and this is what you're really going to want to aim for is something like that. It's not easy to hit those shots, though. That actually wasn't even a neck shot, though. That was thoracic spinal cord and thoracic vertebrae, so still not even the shot you want, which just kind of shows how difficult the alligators can be to hit when they're running, but unfortunately, a lot of the most time-efficient grinding for the Gators is going to be while they're running, so you got to get used to taking those running shots if you're going to make the most out of your time. It will take longer if you try to sneak up on them and make sure you don't spook them, although you might have better luck with hitting your shots on the sitting still Gators. But now that we've kind of shown off a few of the best locations for the alligators and shot a few of them, though I will admit not my best shooting or my best in terms of numbers of Gators seen, you guys probably will see more. I've been hunting mine pretty heavily, so they've moved around a little bit, but I think it's about time we go ahead and check out the awesome kill that we got during the live stream the other day, where we finally found the 3rd confirmed rare skin type for the alligators, or I believe they're called morphs if I'm not mistaken. I saw a few people in the comments mentioning that they're called morphs, but we finally found a 3rd one. Last time we had found the albino, but this time we finally found the melanistic, and I didn't even know what it was until I had actually shot it and claimed it. So yeah, let's jump into that. Get ready for him. There we go. And now for this one if we can. Okay, so that one is not spooking. Let's go get this one. Let's get this 7 first. I kind of want to prioritize that guy over the 4. Sadly no, Jack. Once you hit level 60, you can't get skill points or perk points anymore. It caps at level 60 so that they purposely have it like that so we can't get every perk in the game. We messed that up. Oh no. We got that one though. Nope. Get back here. Level 7. I can't let a level 7 get away. You will not get away, no matter how many shots it takes me. Oh my gosh. We got it. Yeah, it sounds about right, Bubbles. That vision of the quail arrows still haunts me. I am so sorry. I was just stating the fact that they're so small, their feathers probably couldn't even make one arrow. I didn't think you'd actually picture a full quail on an arrow. Although, we could... Oh my gosh! No way! Oh, no way! What? Oh! Melanistic? What? Are you kidding me? There's no way. There's no way we just did that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't even think twice about it. I just shot it. What? I can't believe I just did that. I just shot it. I didn't even I didn't even think about it. That's so cool looking. Oh my gosh. And now we're gonna just like repeatedly die in the water. It is so nice to see that there is more than just albino and piebald. I know we all pretty much expected there to be at least 3 different rares for them, but we wanted to make sure, and we finally have confirmation that melanistics exist, and I decided to put it with the little melanistic raccoon. I think that's a pretty sweet looking multi-mount, and I gotta say this might be my favorite melanistic in the game. It just looks so good and so accurate to what the real life ones look like. I'm just incredibly happy that they did such a great job on the Gators. I mean, just look at that guy, and then we have our piebald and our albino over here, and they just look amazing too. I am just blown away at how well they have done the Gators, and the fact that there's 4 piebald patterns too just makes it even better. I have suspicions there might even be multiple, like, I guess, tones for the melanistic or the albino, because if they've done 4 different piebald patterns, who's to say they wouldn't do, like, I guess different levels of brightness on the albino, because I think that would be kind of cool and definitely seems like something they could do. But I think we'll go ahead and end the video there. I hope you all enjoyed, and by the time this video goes out, everybody will have access to this map and be able to take on these awesome Gators as well. So thank you guys for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so you guys will never miss another upload. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below on how you guys have enjoyed the maps so far and what you guys have been hunting most. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!